Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Saran,
I'm Zoe.
I'm Lily.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Janelle.
and you're back on the second episode of The Strand. This time, we are going to be talking about our 5-year anniversary. Guys, it's been 5 years since we have started Silk Lace, and what a journey, man.
Yep.
It's been 5 years, and I thought that we were going to start the day with just a celebration, but it has been quite a roller coaster since then because of the recent news. And I feel like we can't not talk about what's been going on with the tariffs. And it actually started when the night prior, I heard back from the factories, and they told me that the tariffs were going to be in full effect very soon in the next coming weeks. And then that same morning, NBC, DFW contact me, and they were like, do you have a point of view on the tariffs? And I was like, yeah, I have a point of view. And we scheduled the interview that day. And I met Janelle and Zoe for breakfast. And I sat down and I was like, you guys, what a morning.
You did not just sit down. You ran in, eyes on your phone, said, it's been a morning. I'm going to the bathroom. And Janelle and I went, okay. And then you came back and started telling us that NBC called. And we fully shifted our whole planning meeting for the Silk Lace collection to, okay, let's get some talking points for this interview down. And I called Lily and Nicole and I said, subtle change of plans, NBC's coming, clean the office. And they said, on it.
We were like, wait, what? Okay.
Yeah, we weren't even in the office. We were so far away. We were in Bishop Arts, probably 35-minute drive.
An hour.
Oh my gosh. And so then the person I was contacting, she was saying, I'm going to go pitch it to my boss. Hold still. 30 minutes later, she was like, the story got approved. Can you come to the office in 2 hours? And I'm like, yep, on it. Change clothes. And little did we all know that it wasn't just me on camera. It was all of you guys on camera.
I know.
It was so unexpected.
Yes.
I was telling, I don't remember who, but I had put on a different shirt that morning and I was like, oh, I really don't like this shirt, but I'm changing for the 5-year dinner. It'll be fine. But then last minute before I left my house, I was like, no, I really don't like this shirt. I'm going to change. Thank God, because I was on TV.
I know. I sent that clip to my mother and she goes, why do you look so nervous, girl? I'm like, I'm on TV. I didn't know I was going to be on TV. Oh.
You were biting your lips the whole time.
Yeah. I need some media training as we continue.
Well, another quick tidbit, when I got back in the office, we have a pile of trash because our trash bin is just not big enough for the amount of resale packages we get in. So I was like, do you guys think we should clean this? And Lily and Nicole were like, it's probably fine. I was like, yeah, they'll film her facing the hair. It's in the background of the video.
Oh no.
I paused it. I showed my partner and I told her the whole thing and I was like, I'm so mad we didn't clean that trash.
I know. I remember Janelle too. She's like, are you sure? Maybe we should, just in case. We should have just listened to Janelle.
And also, they filmed her live.
They did. That was kind of scary, having that big camera.
Actually, that is kind of trippy because you guys were live on Facebook while NBC was filming you guys.
Right. It's like Inception.
Yeah. That was nerve-wracking.
It's a good plug for your Facebook Lives now. If you didn't know, Lily and Nicole do resell Facebook Lives every week.
Yep, every week. Every Wednesday at 1 p.m.
So join.
Oh, the cameraman ate that up. He was so proud of you guys. He was like a proud dad. And he went to the packing room and he was like, pull up your phone. Are we able to see them on Facebook? Can I see it? And then he didn't show up on the live, on the story, but it showed up. He was filming it and he was like, y'all have the best job. You guys are so cute.
He was so sweet. He was so enamored with everything. Janelle and I were shooting Silk Lace collection pieces and I flipped a topper on and he goes, all right, I'm gonna need you to do that again. And he filmed me in the mirror. But I wish it would have been a wig because obviously my hair doesn't match our toppers. We just pull our hair back. So you can see my braid in the background of the video. So if someone who doesn't wear wigs doesn't know what that is, they wouldn't know. But I tried to angle my body so you couldn't tell.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta say, Sophia, the reporter, she did an amazing job. It was just so well written. And what I love about it was obviously it's very concerning for small businesses to see a huge hike like that for tariffs that will impact the cost of goods. Not just that, but impact our packaging. I mean, literally every part of the operating side of our business. But I just feel like she took that in such a positive spin on the fact that with all the uncertainties, we can lean in all together as a community and support small businesses. So I really love that. And then we had to scramble. Well, no, we sat in the office for a little bit, did some work, we were productive, and then went down to back down to Knox Henderson for our 5-year anniversary dinner. And I got to meet a lot of your significant others for the first time, and moms and family.
That was so sweet. I didn't know that everyone's like family members and partners were coming, which was just like so special to see everyone. Because we do talk about them in the office. Just y'all are watching this, we're talking about you for sure. So getting to see the face to the name was so nice.
Yeah, Nicole's mom came. Did Franco like it?
She did. She had a great time.
I love to hear that.
Yeah, she works so much, so she doesn't really get a chance to just like go out and have a good time and relax. So she really enjoyed it.
Oh.
But on the way back to my car, I got a parking citation.
Oh no.
For parking on the street parking for $115. That's not fun.
No, that's not fun. Did you tell them it was our 5-year anniversary?
No. I'll try that.
You can try to fight it though.
Oh, I will.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nicole. That sucks.
Yeah, that's okay. It happens.
We had both of our developers, Drew and Mike, come as well. I mean, Drew had been part of the company since the very, very beginning when we literally had nothing. And I remember him and I sitting in a coffee shop and me telling him this idea. And he was like, sure, we can try.
I walked in and saw Drew, but I walked in right behind Janelle. So I don't think he recognized me at first, and he tried to shake my hand. And I was like, sir, I've known you for almost 5 years at this point. So I gave him a hug, and it was kind of like an awkward situation. And then he went, oh, because he realized who I was.
It's the hair.
It was. He's never seen me in red hair before. So I think that's what it was, because this is, yeah, I guess he's never seen me in this piece. So I usually have brown hair. And then he recognized who I was.
Yeah, it was crazy because I've been here for 3 years now, and I've been talking to Drew for all 3 years, never met him in person.
Oh.
Wait, really?
Yeah, until our dinner. And I remember I immediately knew it was him, but then I like kind of went over to him and I'm like, Drew, like we've never met. And he's like, oh my God. And so we immediately like hugged, but it was just crazy. I like turned around immediately to Mauricio and I was like, we've never met in person. Like, this is crazy.
That's wild. You hadn't met Drew.
It's funny because you said the first thing Drew said was like, we can try. And I feel like still to this day, we're like, so we want this crazy idea to happen. We've never seen it online. I don't know if you can do it, but can you do it? And Drew's like, I guess I'll figure it out. Like, it's still him to this day.
So true. Shout out to Drew and Mike. Thank you guys both. And dinner was so fun. 22 people, friends and family, clients. We had Hannah, one of our really amazing clients, show up for dinner too. And it's hard getting out on a Wednesday. So we appreciate everyone that showed up. And it really highlighted the village that's behind us and Silker Lace. Well, we could go on and on about our 5 years and take a look back in time and talk about everything we've done. But we're going to look ahead into our week upcoming. And how many resale pieces do we have, Lily?
We dropped about 15 pieces. And we had quite a bit of Highline pieces come in. So definitely wanted to shout out Highline for resale. There's so many longer length wigs right now that are all brunette, different variations of like brown with like caramel, darker brown tones, but so many options. So definitely something to check out.
Highline is such a solid brand. I mean, they're so reliable and such a consistently high quality brand. Janelle, what do we have going on for SLC?
For SLC, we do have toppers and wigs coming in within this week or next week. So I'll be trying to style and shoot those by next week and drop them.
All right, well, that's what we have for our second episode. Thanks for joining in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.